G'day guys and welcome back to Shanghai Shenhua on Football Manager 2015, episode number 21. It's our birdie. G'day, how you guys going? And again, apologies. I just got a busy life. I mean, it's very difficult to record, but I do want to, and I want to try and get content out. So again, I apologize. But so now I'll get to this episode, and a couple people commented, but it was unanimous. So with the unanimously, you guys want me to take over Canada, and that's what I'll do. The Canadian national team in real life, 14k a week. What were the other ones offering? In fact, Canada was offering the most, so why not? Yeah, so we are the manager of Canada now. I've never managed Canada at all in Footy Manager. I live in Canada, so I know the setup of the team and everything else. But yeah, it's in real life, the Canadian football, the men's side anyway, is absolutely abysmal at the moment. Obviously transitions and stuff, but this transition's been going for years. I unfortunately wasn't in Canada around last time they actually made some significance in the international stage. So but they've had a couple good years. Some good players obviously are still in it, and previous years, Thomas Radzinski, Dwayne De Rosario, he's a big well-known player in Canada. And right now, obviously, like I said, Atiba Hutchinson is probably the best Canadian player right now. But there's, young players are getting opportunities, so that could be good. So we'll just, we're just gonna go through this. We deserve to play. I want a positive start. I thrive under it. So yeah, so this is it. We are Canada now, and wow, look at this. We have a World Cup qualifier in 2 days against Trinidad. So look at that. Right off the bat, we got a game. So yeah, we'll actually include it in this episode. How about that? So yeah, this is going to be huge. We'll go over. Oh wow, this is. I didn't expect this. I wasn't expecting this. So yeah. So again, go over the sorry. We'll go over the group and all this, and some of the players, like I said. See if some other players as well can get into the national pool. I know some players. Obviously Asmir Begovic is probably the biggest thing. Julian de Guzman as well. Players that could have played for Canada but decided to go somewhere else. Begovic's hand anyway was he actually played for the the youth teams before buggering off and playing for Bosnia. So yeah, he was pretty bad for that. But all the rest, they've had a couple. So we'll go over this here. Canadian setup anyway. Yeah, lost 1-0 to Mexico in the last game. So this game right against Trinidad, I mean, this is a very big game. If we can win this, we're back into a World Cup hunt. If we can win this game against Trinidad and Tobago. So this is huge, and as you can see, look at this. Atiba Hutchinson, he is the best Canadian player. It's no doubt. He can play in a lot of opportunities. I think his best is probably playmaker type role. It's not obviously eyeball opening stats, but for this team, he is really good, and he just seems to be all over the place. If you watch him in real life, they're a very good side, or he's a very good player for the national team. So yeah, this is what we're gonna do. I'll look up some of these other guys. Daniel Fernandez, he's a goalkeeper. That's not him. Again, all these players that I'm looking up here, these are players that could play for Canada. Okay, and he's got Portuguese, but he's already capped, so we can't get him. But as you can see, he was eligible for Canada there. The other guy was where is he? What was his name? Steven. This guy is also eligible for Canada. He's got no cap, so this could be good. There it is, other nationalities, captain. But he's declared for Portugal, and we don't even have the option of adding him to a national pool. Not even. That's stupid. We can't even try to convince him to play for Canada. So that's very that's frustrating. Another guy that's going to be really good if he ever plays for Canada is this guy Brian Cristante. Look at that. If he was out wanting to play for us, as you can see, he's with the Italians, but he is eligible for Canada. He's declared for the nation, of course, so we can't. That's stupid. Even though they're declared, you should have the option of, trying to convince to play for your country or something like this. So that's that. And I'm just gonna go and elect. This is gonna be a bit of a. I'm gonna play my 4. No, we're not gonna do that. Alright. So I'm playing my 4-4-1-1 that I play, at Shanghai and a lot else through Footy Manager. We'll also play the defensive one as well. And we'll go into this game. This is the team they got right now. Ben McKendry, Toussaint Ricketts. He's a good player. He's really fast in real life. Kyle Laren, he's actually doing really well in MLS right now. I think he's behind Giovinco. Gershon Kofi. He, I know him a lot because, I support the Vancouver Whitecaps in MLS. He's originally from Ghana, but, just because he's lived in Canada for so long, he's got the citizenship now. And in fact, there's one other player that, Matthias Laba. Now this guy, a couple of my viewers actually who I talked to, Lolo and TGN, they all know that Matthias, how I feel about Matthias Laba. This guy, he is a good player. I admit he is a good player, but he's one of the Vancouver Whitecaps DP players, and he is not worth DP money, unfortunately. He's not. But with a $3 million price tag, this guy's probably going to be playing in Europe in real life sometime. Again, went over from Toronto, and then Vancouver acquired him. But this guy, he's really close to, I think, he is eligible for Canada, but he hasn't, it looks like he hasn't been able to get the citizenship just yet. But once he does, I'm going to cap him right away, and hopefully he'll want to play for me. So that's huge. Jonathan Osorio, he's another good player. Again, midfield type. So that's going to be good. So, again, this is going to be quite interesting. As I said, in real life, the Canadian system is just absolutely in shambles at the moment. Again, it's just over here. It's all ice hockey, which, it's kind of unfortunate. Because football is the one sport I prefer to watch over ice hockey. So, even though I'm still a fan of hockey, but so it's just kind of frustrating, in Gold Cups, Canada would lose, Martinique one year. Martinique, who's not even part of, the Canadian thing, or part of FIFA. So it's just pretty bad. But nonetheless, I'm gonna stop talking about negatives. Think of the positives now, because this is a really good challenge. I'm looking forward to it. And that's one thing why, I was kind of hoping Jamaica, Canada. I've never managed a CONCACAF team at all, and Canada obviously is a massive challenge. So this is going to be fun. Besides, of course, with Shanghai. So again, David Edgar, he's a really good player as well. Not eyeball opening stats again, but really good. Darnell Henry, this guy is actually one of the guys that it's kind of a neat story. He started at Toronto FC, and I think he got a loan or a trial at West Ham, and lo and behold, they went and signed him. And I think in real life too, he's probably going to get a couple of opportunities, just because West Ham aren't. West Ham, they're not. How could I say this? They're not the. Their center backs are a bit right now injured, and they're a bit. They're just. He's at okay. What I'm trying to say is he's at a spot where he's going to get opportunities. That's what I'm going to say. And it's actually good to see too Junior Hoylett playing, because in real life, apparently Canada has really tried pitching hard to get him to represent them, but every time he said no, I'm not going. So what I'm feeling is he can either play for Canada, Jamaica, or England. He's never going to get called up for England, so it's between Jamaica and Canada. And I mean, the way Jamaica's playing in real life, it's it could be maybe leaning towards them, but like I said, it's just kind of neat to have him with us, because he is a good player. He's had premiership aspirations and all this, and he's played in the premiership in England. So we're going into this game against Trinidad and Tobago, a very big game. If we can win this, we're in a World Cup spot. Although it's a playoff, again, we're gonna have to. How many games do we got left here? So we still got quite a few games remaining. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So after this, we're gonna have 7 games. Now that can't be right. Surely that can't be right. Okay, yeah, that's part of the Gold Cup. So after that, we only got 4 games. So that's 12 points. It's doable. I mean, I just the way I in my football manager abilities, it's definitely doable. So we're gonna have to just really pitch hard here. But we're at home. So I think Milan Borjan, in real life, I think he's at Ludogorets in Bulgaria. Want Junior Hoylett playing there, put him on the flank. Gershon Kofi, he's just really good strength ball wise. We'll play him in this ball winning midfield. But I want Tiba Hutchinson there. We'll start a Tiba Hutchinson, the deep line playmaker there. Fraser Aird playing at Rangers. Not too many left backs though, is there? We'll put Osorio there. Callum Ferguson. He's playing at Inverness. Yeah, he's pretty decent. I've never really heard of him. Kyle Laren. I'm going to start him up playing at starting striker. Will Johnson. Now he's a guy actually. Will Johnson is a guy I really want to be starting, but I mean, look at that. That's really good stats for him, and he's pretty versatile as well. He can play all over the place. Hino, 28-year-old. Okay, Donnell Henry. We're gonna put him in centre back. Ashton Morgan. He's retiring. Look at that. 26 years of age. That's gonna be hurting us for sure, because he is a good. He's one of the better opportunities at left back, although Sam Adekubi is there as well. In fact, I'm going to put Sam Adekubi in, because he's, just watching him. How good is these guys, actually? Well, Marco Carducci, I know about him, the Whitecaps. Simon Thomas, I haven't really heard of him. Playing at, looks like Minnesota in the USHL. Simeon Jackson, a couple of times he's played at Norwich in the Premier League. Luca Casperado, Well, he's pretty decent for center back. But we're gonna have Henry and Edgar, Ethan Finley. Again, he's pretty decent as well. Andre Heino. Will Johnson, he can actually play on that right flank as well, but he's at 84. That's I don't want to. Rather have Will Johnson come off the bench. Vincent Edward. Okay, put Andre Heino on this side. Jay Chapman. Toronto FC player. Edson. Okay, sorry about if this is taking a bit. Yeah, sorry about this. This is going to be quite a long episode. And Kendry. Okay, so we need a left winger. Ethan Finley. Put him there. Can play in that. It's not the best, but again. Go shorter passing, close down. So our first game against Trinidad and Tobago as Canada. I have some knowledge. Yeah. Okay. No, I don't want to. I hate this. So Trinidad, I am aware of them. Kareem Highland. I'm surprised that Kenwyn Jones actually isn't starting. But you know, they're a pretty dangerous side. I mean, they're I always keep thinking about the 06 World Cup when Trinidad qualified. And I have to say, aside from the Australia games, just being me, I actually thought the 0-0 goal game between Trinidad and Sweden, when Trinidad absolutely stumped Sweden, that was one of the most entertaining games I thought, because the way Trinidad was playing, I mean, they just deserved to get a result, and it was just kind of neat to see. I'm a big fan of defensive football, so it was just kind of good to see a plan like that come out and they get a 0-0 draw for first points in the World Cup. It's pretty cool. So we're here at home, and if we can get a win here, here's Kofi. First game for Canada. Andre Heino. Here's Kyle Larin, taken down. Oh, Hoylett. There's the shot. Come on, Jonathan Osorio. And just like that, we're up 1-0. And that's a big time to score early on. And I don't know why Hoylett didn't try shooting it, but whatever. Osorio, that's a really good goal. Toronto FC player. And it's 1-0. That's a really good start. And this is a game this is a game we need to win. Because we are tied with Trinidad, and this is probably the easiest fixture we're going to get at home against Trinidad and Tobago. I mean, this is a game that we should be winning, or we need to win. So after that, as you can see, the stats haven't really come in our favour at the moment. Played, but this is good. 1-0 so far is looking good. It's a good tackle. That's not a really good pass though. Good play, Osorio. The guy just kind of ran into him, but that wasn't good. Again, this is, you know, new tactics and stuff, right? So it's something that they're not really used to. So have a shot, just waste it. There you go. I always kind of like that. You know, when a player of something just kind of wastes the ball, it kind of just relaxes you a bit and say, ah, oh, okay, this is good. But yeah, this is, you know, if we can get out of this half here, up 1-0. And there it is. So we're on our way at the moment. Still room for improvement. And look at the guys' morale. I mean, that's the one thing that's really going to hurt us. It's just the morale. That's why we really need to win this game. They're still keeping on this guy, even though he's injured. Here's Ethan Finley. Osorio, he's playing really well. Toilet, and that's not good enough. I just need a second goal here. Oh, and they score. Didn't even see it. Oh, that's frustrating. So we're gonna... Yeah, that's... Fuck. And that's just brutal. We should be doing better than that. Okay, so I'm gonna open up a bit here. Mexico's just pumping Honduras at the moment. 7-0 now. Come on, Finley, let's get a goal. Come on, guys. Here's Osorio. I think he's probably been the brightest spot in this. Hoylett. There's the cross, Laren, and there's the goal! Come on! Sorry. Kyle Laren. Right now, he's actually just lighting it up with Orlando City in real life. He's got Kaká giving him the ball. I think he's probably second in MLS scoring, but that's a big goal. That is a monster goal. Atiba Hutchinson, he's playing okay, but we'll put on Will Johnson. I just want to win this one game because then it gives us time to, you know, obviously I want to try and look for a better, you know, better staff and all this. And now they got the big man out, Kenwin Jones, so this is going to be, got to be a bit wary here. So, Kenwin Jones. Bit wary here. Say right now we're actually doing a pretty good job. Just concentrate. Take Hoylett off, put on Fraser Add. And Callum Ferguson, you know, I haven't really heard of him. Simeon Jackson. Jay Chapman. Toussaint Ricketts. Okay, we'll put on Toussaint Ricketts for Laren. This Orioles playing really well. Come on, let's hold on to this, guys. We're playing well here. 3 minutes. Let's not bugger it. 9-1 for Mexico. Come on, let's not bugger it up late here. No. Oh no. No! That was Kenwin Jones there too. Get it out or waste it. That's a good stop by Boyan. Okay, we're gonna play. This is probably the last play of the game. Get it out. We're over 4 minutes now. And there it is. Come on! First time playing, managing Canada, and we get a huge win. That is a massive win for us. Because now we're in a spot. And we're actually back into contention. Because look at that. That's actually big too. Mexico pumping Honduras there. That's brilliant. Osorio and Laren. Daniel with a good chance, but 9-1. That is. Did they get a? They didn't get a man sent off. Welcome. They scored in the last minute too. And Jamaica ties the Yanks. So, but that's huge. That is massive. Fortunate to beat Trinidad. How are we fortunate? I mean, it was pretty close, but I wouldn't say we're fortunate. But yeah, that's huge. We got a big win. Magnificent shot. Is outstanding. Canada on course, and they've reacted positively because that's what we needed. That's huge. I mean, that's massive. I come in, get our first win. That's how you do it. The expectation of the expectation of the Gold Cup is to reach the quarterfinal as well. So yeah, that's going to be difficult. We don't have any other games too, do we? No. Because yeah, the Gold Cup starts July 12th against US Panama, Trinidad again. So this could be a bit interesting, guys. But I think for the next episode, because I originally wanted to show the draw. So maybe what we'll do here is I'm going to be playing Chinese games as well as this Gold Cup. So it's all happening in it. So I think the next time we'll do an episode is I'll announce the squad as well as the group draw or the quarterfinal draw for the Champions League. Because even though that's not a long way away, just the way my schedule is for work wise and all this, it's going to be a few days to get that one up. So yeah, so that's going to do it. But again, this good start. We're starting with Canada, and this is massive. Hope you guys are really enjoying this. Now that we've added a national team to it, it's gonna spice it up a bit. And yeah, all these guys. In fact, I'm gonna put in adverts right now. Because will be just interesting to see what we can get here. Coach, goalkeeping, physio. We're also getting an under 23 manager as well. So we put out adverts. We'll also keep looking for players. Hopefully I'll get some more scouts. I mean, look at that, 9 physio. Mark Bircham for coach. He's not too bad, I guess. Defensive coach, which is good. But assistant manager, I mean, I gotta get a really... In fact, I think I'm gonna sack you. Put in a better assistant manager. Maybe one of my Chinese players or managers. Okay, we gotta simulate the next day, yeah. So Canada duty ends. So it's been a par. Yeah, that's good. So the more morale we get, the better. And I'll put an advert for an assistant manager. Okay, so that's it, guys. Hope you liked this episode. I'll come back for both the Gold Cup squad and the AC or the AFC Champions League, and we'll get to that. But I'm going to do a lot with this Canada squad, tactically, and also again searching for different staff. So yeah. So again, guys, hope you guys are enjoying it. We get a massive first win, which is huge, and we're on course. I mean, we are. We're actually on course after a win with Canada. So again, guys, hope you guys are enjoying it, and we'll see you guys for the next episode. Cheers for watching. Thanks.